Have you noticed that your flexible fuel vehicle is suddenly drinking gas like there's a hole in the tank? Or maybe the engine stalls and runs rough for no apparent reason? You might be dealing with a P0176 trouble code, which points to a malfunction in the fuel composition sensor circuit. This is a crucial component for any modern flex fuel vehicle. You see, the amount of ethanol in the fuel you buy can vary wildly, especially if you are switching between E85 and regular gasoline. Your engine needs to know exactly how much ethanol is in the line so it can adjust the ignition timing and how long the fuel injectors stay open. Ethanol burns differently than pure gasoline, so if the computer, the ECM, does not know the composition, it is basically guessing. When this sensor circuit fails or sends a signal that is out of range, the computer defaults to a safety mode, which usually results in terrible fuel economy and poor performance because it can no longer optimize the burn. While this is not an immediate engine killer, it is definitely a moderate issue that you want to fix before you foul up your spark plugs or catalytic converter from running too rich or too lean. The causes can be physical or electrical. Surprisingly, even something as simple as a faulty fuel cap or severely contaminated fuel can trigger related issues, but often it is the sensor itself or the wiring. The sensor is usually located in line with the fuel pipe, meaning it lives in a harsh environment under the car. Start your diagnosis with a visual inspection. Crawl under there and look at the connector. Is it caked in mud? Are the wires frayed or broken? Corrosion inside the connector is a very common cause for this code. If the visual check passes, you will need to verify the power and ground to the sensor using a multimeter. Typically, you should see either 5 volts or 12 volts going to the sensor and 0 volts on the ground wire. If you are getting power and ground but no signal, the sensor is likely toast. However, if you are missing power, you need to trace that wire back toward the computer. Another pro tip is to check if you have other codes like P0178 or P0179 stored alongside this one. Those companion codes often confirm that the problem is electrical, pointing you more specifically toward a short or an open circuit. Do not forget to check the fuel lines themselves. A restricted line can sometimes cause flow issues that confuse the system. It's a bit of detective work, but solving this will get your miles per gallon back to where they should be.